Gregory seems to be a child genius, capable to upgrade Freddy, tap into secured surveillance system, and tamper with Freddy's mechanics, while having remarkable survival instincts. Despite not much being revealed about his past, some information hints out to what might have happened to him and what his tragic past might have entailed. Hi folks, I'm R, and welcome to the video. I'm making more videos about FNAF security breach in the next several days, which you can stay tuned for as soon as they come out by hitting the subscribe button and the notification bell. Also send me your theories and questions through Twitter, which I might make videos about just like this one, which was suggested to me by one of my followers on Twitter. This video will have spoilers ahead. With that said, let's begin. Gregory is revealed to be a homeless kid by the end of one of the endings, if he decides to leave the Pizzaplex on his own, leaving Freddy behind. A companion he formed a strong and close connection with, whose fate also seems to be less than happy. Gregory is seen taking shelter in a box in a seemingly empty alleyway, covering himself with a newspaper having the article of missing locals, seemingly related to the Pizzaplex and Vanny killing them. Gregory, despite thinking he had escaped the merciless and psychopathic Vanny, being a follower, or should I say, a reluctant follower of William Afton, appears before Gregory just as he gets ready to sleep. It indicates that Gregory, just like the missing locals, would become another victim of Vanny. Now, who is Gregory and how did he get into the Pizzaplex? As only little information is provided to us in the game, we have to rely on the possibilities and theories to answer those questions. In the very beginning of the game, Freddy becomes hacked by a person in the crowd, which seems to be Vanny. As in the CDs, it's revealed that she had been the culprit behind hacking the robots and the main system of the Fazbear Pizzaplex. Therefore, despite not being seen in the crowd, Freddy clearly detects a person tampering with his AI, so according to the information provided in the CDs, we can say Freddy was in fact hacked by Vanny. Luckily for Freddy, his system restarts and puts him in the safe mode, which allows him to remain friendly towards people. That's unlike the other animatronics who failed to seemingly boot up in the safe mode and became hostile. As Freddy finds himself in his room after his sudden collapse while performing at the stage, he hears a kid's voice coming from inside of his chest cavity.
Who said that?
I did! And down here!
Down where? I still do not see you.
Okay, listen. You were sleeping, so I opened the stomach hatch and climbed inside.
My stomach hatch? That place is reserved for oversized birthday cakes and piñatas.
It's revealed that a kid called Gregory has been hiding inside of him since he shut down. Freddy fails to recognize Gregory as he is not included within the guest list, confirming how Gregory is in fact an outsider who didn't come to the Pizzaplex with his parents, nor did he come by himself as a guest. Gregory then subsequently explains that he's escaping from a certain someone who's been trying to get him. Therefore, Gregory possibly escaped from the outside into the Pizzaplex, running away from someone, seemingly finding the closest, safest place to hide in. We eventually learn that certain someone is in fact Vanny, who plans to murder Gregory, with Gregory listening to his gut feelings and escaping her. As a kid who seems to be under the age of 12, Gregory is certainly bright and smart. It's even further hinted is in fact a genius and quite capable in survival and engineering. Subsequently, while in the Pizzaplex, Gregory must have noticed Vanny chasing after him, and that's when he hid inside Freddy's chest cavity. It's not too clear if Gregory crawled into Freddy's chest before he shut down and went to the stage, or after he was shut down and was being hacked. Gregory simply explains that he crawled into his chest while he was sleeping. It could be when he was recharging or while he was shut down. Vanny, following Gregory into the Pizzaplex, tries to hack Freddy in order to capture Gregory, alongside the other robots. But strangely, she fails at fully hacking Freddy. After listening to an intercom, the announcer mentions that they do not accept any liability for customer injuries, seemingly from the animatronics, leading me to believe the malfunctions have been happening for a while, and Vanny has been doing this for some time.
Please make your way to the front of the building, where you will be given novelty glasses, a voucher for 1 free soda refill, and where you will sign a legal disclaimer releasing us of all liability for anything that might have happened during your visit. Have an awesome night, and we'll see you again soon.
This is further confirmed by messages found scattered throughout the Pizzaplex, pointing out towards the malfunctioning of the robots, especially Chica, eating trash. It's strange how the animatronics perform flawlessly on the stage without attacking anyone or malfunctioning, and then suddenly at night, they become more hostile. It's possible they tend to malfunction during closure hours, which makes sense as Vanny seems to like to target her victims during those times after luring them into the Pizzaplex. Despite the robots malfunctioning, Gregory must have believed Freddy's cavity must be safe, and accordingly, Freddy must be safe to hide inside of. It leads to the theory that Gregory must have been the person who had saved Freddy from the hack and stopped him from becoming hostile. Through the story, it's evident Gregory is quite skilled at using technology and engineering, as he upgrades Freddy with no issues. He taps into the surveillance system, he knows how to fully operate the security desks, how to recharge Freddy using the car battery, and much more. It seems as if he used to belong to a high-class family, being a child genius before ending up homeless, maybe suffering a tragic past with him becoming orphaned and losing his family and his home. Now back to the question why he went to the Pizzaplex. It seems as if he was taking shelter in a nearby location close to the Pizzaplex, maybe in an alleyway similar to the ending where he's sleeping in the street. Vanny, who's controlled by the digital manifestation of William Afton, targets Gregory as he seems like an ideal victim due to being homeless, not having a family, and seemingly no one getting in between to stop her nor look for him after going missing. However, she's proven wrong, as Gregory forms an unusual bond with Freddy, who becomes like his family, going into large extents to save him, risking his own life. It appears that Vanny secretly lived within the Pizzaplex, having a secret room behind the fast blast area, evident from the mattress on the floor and the name on the wall. It's the room she uses to take control of the staff bots as well, controlling them through a remote she created. It indicates that she has been conducting this routine for a while, hunting abandoned, homeless, missing, or wandering children around the Pizzaplex. In close proximities, maybe even kidnapping children without the parents noticing, taking them to the Pizzaplex and ending their lives in there. She could also use another technique by luring them into the Pizzaplex, maybe a psychopathic game of hide and seek with them taking pleasure in their misery, while the hostile animatronics chase them down and eventually killing them. Seemingly a perfect room to do that was the lost and found room, where dozens of children's clothing are found. Even the security guard, Vanessa, seems to be in on it, locking the children in the room until Vanny gets rid of them. Through CDs, we learn Vanny and Vanessa are two different people, with Vanessa being a manipulated individual, taking orders from Vanny to help her in her sick and twisted plans. You can watch the videos I made about why Vanessa and Vanny are two different people, and the CDs explaining in detail about their backstory by clicking on the cards above or finding them on my channel. In summary, Gregory must have been from a wealthy family, being a child genius who loses his parents and home in a tragedy, leading to him ending up in the streets. The fate is not too kind to him, as one day, sleeping nearby a Pizzaplex, he becomes the target of a psychopathic Vanny under the control of William Afton, scouting for her next victims. Gregory, realizing that Vanny has sinister plans and is trying to catch him, while hopping around like a complete lunatic, takes refuge in the Pizzaplex, as for sure this place would be a safe option. He's then proven wrong, as Vanny follows him inside. In a desperate attempt and a last option, he uses the shut-down body of Freddy to hide inside of, which miraculously doesn't injure him. The gates then shut, and he's left with the dangerous task of surviving till 6 a.m. in the morning. During that time, he finds a family that he cares about, someone he can spend his time with in order to combat his loneliness. Freddy Fazbear himself, a caring father-like figure in the form of an animatronic. Gregory then discovers the twisted and sick hidden secrets of the pizza plagues, knowing that William Afton is still in control, escaping the premises with his new family, Freddy. Despite all of the tragedy and issues, the pizza plagues is still reinstated and keeps on running, possibly with Gregory in the future growing up to put an end to this monstrous franchise, targeting vulnerable children. That's it for today's video, folks. If you enjoyed it, stick around by hitting the subscribe button and the notification bell. It's been your host R, and as always, have a fantastic day.